Okay, so yes, so this is the Women Agenda podcast here with me, Raju here, with our special guest today, Suzanna Lahteela, is it? How you pronounce it?
Very close,
Close, very
Lahteela.
close.
Yes.
And on there, and how are you today, Susanna?
I'm very good. Yes, definitely.
Fantastic.
It's 4 p.m. on my local time and it's after lunch. I can't complain. So definitely it's great. How about yourself?
Yeah, not too bad, thank you. And so there's not much of a time difference between us then, because obviously here is 3 p.m., 3:10. So we're not that far when it comes to time difference, looks like, between
That's
BST.
easy.
So it's easy
Neither
to
one of us needs to be completely tired.
exactly, absolutely. On there, so when I obviously checked your profile out, obviously on uh, Matchmaker FM, and obviously, so I found it very interesting. I thought the audience is going to find it interesting. You'll be doing is obviously you're a public speaker, motivational, so you've done a lot of good stuff regarding that. So how did this start?
Very great question, Raju. It started a while back. I used to be so afraid of public speaking, and I know
Right,
everybody says that, but I built up like kind of a block for myself. I was extremely bullied in school, and then when I grew up and I got older, I thought, okay, this is something I can't hold back my whole life. I need to break out of it. I need to learn a way how to appreciate my own voice again, and so on. So going a years forward, and I was working in a corporation, and in that corporate I saw in a bathroom stall this poster that said Toastmasters, where leaders are made. And I thought it was a cult. I was like, what is that? I'm gonna avoid that so far. And then I saw it more and more every time when I went to the stall. And after 2 weeks or so, I decided, okay, I'm gonna give it a go. Like, I've shown this poster enough many times. Either this poster is following me or I was supposed to see it, or both. I don't know. So I decided to join. I went to the club and I went to my very first meeting. For your listeners who don't know what Toastmaster is, it's a club where you learn public speaking. It's a club where you can practice it in a safe environment and have speeches and get
right,
feedback from it. So that's in a nutshell what I joined in, and I got hooked right away from the very first meeting. I thought, this is amazing. It's a safe space where I can now practice again my voice. And not just that, I can practice my English since that's not my native language. So it was
right.
very easy for me to start building from there. And it was only a couple months after when my mentor from the club told me that, hey, we have competitions. You should join them. And I was like, oh, whoa, back it up. I'm not ready. I just got comfortable with speaking. I just got comfortable with all of this. And yeah, she pushed me a little bit, which was much needed and much appreciated looking back from now. And yeah, I joined the competitions. Little did I know I would become an Eastern European champion in public speaking that year. And after that, I got hooked in the competitions with my sport backgrounds. I absolutely love competing. So then I went back the second year and I got a double champion of Eastern European of public speaking. And that's
Wow.
really after I realized this is what I want to do. So that's why now I created a career of helping people to do exactly what I did, to not necessarily to become Eastern European of public speaking if they don't want that,
Yeah.
but to become comfortable and be confident in their own words and in their own skin. So they don't have to feel that I did back then. So yeah, that's in a very small nutshell my public speaking journey so far.
All right, okay. So, did you have to get any qualifications regarding your public speaking, and did you have to study for,
Before starting a career or before
yeah,
joining the competitions?
before starting a career?
No, actually
No.
no. I went through a coaching training where I learned how to be a coach and what is the best ways of do it. And I have been a sports coach my whole life. I've been playing soccer my whole life.
Wow.
So that's been a huge passion of mine as well. Yeah. So I knew what it needs to be a coach, but I wanted to learn the professional side of it. So I went into this program where I learned then how to be a coach, and I learned every single step of it. And now I am very happy to be in that part where I can now coach people, and it's so rewarding for myself to see the people breaking out and see the people gaining the knowledge and really implementing it and having the possibility to be more comfortable. It's extremely rewarding.
Wow, yeah, absolutely. I mean, definitely. I mean, obviously, you're giving something back to the community, to people, and not to one particular country, obviously, to everywhere, basically, isn't it?
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. That's the beauty of Zoom.
So how do you do this public speaking then? Via Zoom, via
Yeah,
how?
so coaching I do via Zoom. I help people because I help people all around the world. If I have customers in Czech Republic where I'm currently living, I am meeting with them face to face. If I'm traveling to the country where the person is, I might meet them face to face. But most of it and main parts of it are in Zoom, and that's how we do it together with people, because then time zone really doesn't matter for us. It's all good. But then when it comes to the speaking parts, I have done speaking gigs face to face. I have done them online. It's really, world is hybrid nowadays, so you can't really go about it anymore. So I've adjusted to both of them, and it's just very beneficial that you can do it anywhere in the world. I have been speaking in a Malaysian club as well, and it's
Wow.
very annoying when you have to wake up at 4 a.m. I'm not gonna go about that, but still it's possible, and it's amazing, definitely. So yeah, definitely both, but online right now is my main aspect.
So how do people get in touch with yourself regarding the motivation, regarding the coaching, and how do you promote yourself?
Great question. I actually have left my corporation only 4 months ago, and now
Okay.
I am in the part where I can start more promoting and have more time, because now I'm doing it as my day-to-day job. So now I don't have to limit the amount of people who I can coach at the same time, and I can give more to everybody. So that's why I haven't really gone into promoting yet. Hence why probably you didn't find anything from me yet. And but yeah, so my website is going live next week, actually, only. I have been holding everything back because I have not had the capacity to provide as many time slots to people as I could. So that's why I've been thinking it. I would much rather wait and then go live with everything rather than push it and then get more clients that I actually have the capacity to help. It
Yeah.
would break my heart. So yeah, I waited, and now I'm going live with it. I have my Facebook page, my website, my Instagram all going live next week, and that's when I am sure you will hear from me from social media channels. I will definitely push it from those channels, but also I have been cooperating with multiple other coaches, multiple other public speakers. I just feel the power of people, and I
Yeah.
feel like when you just reach out to people, they are willing to be there and help you and cooperate with you. And I love it when people are not afraid of really doing the cooperation and giving back, and as well as I can give back to them in the future. So yeah.
All right. Okay. Wow. So regarding, you said you were in a corporate, so were you like working for a corporate company before?
Yes. I was working in a corporation here in Prague, very massive corporation. And I was working there first as a customer server for my first year. And after that, I was working, what my work title? I was working for the marketing side and more for the everything going on with the relationships, with the
Right.
sales, and so on. I got higher in the corporate ladders, and I felt great with it, but I just felt like I was very limited with it, because corporate ladders are only corporate ladders until X, and after that, where do you go next? So for me, I saw the ladders, I had the talks, my corporate, I have nothing bad to say about them. It was great to work with them. I just realized after those 2 years that it wasn't me, because I saw
Mm.
myself going higher than that, and I saw that there's more potential in me. I could help in my corporate only the people inside the corporate, even though it was gigantic. I still felt like I don't want to limit myself for the people who are outside of this, because I know there's people who need help with becoming more confident, becoming the person they want to be. And there is so many people who struggle with knowing how to speak up. It's so sad. There is so many people who don't know how to speak up. And when I really saw that, especially in the corporate world, I realized that, okay, now you are wasting yourself here. Just go on and do something that you will get more out of yourself, and people will get out as well. So yeah, that's
exactly. I fully agree with that, because I think where a lot of us, what happens is we get into a situation where we start doing stuff, and obviously we don't really like it, but we're doing it because obviously it either obviously
yep.
pays the bills, or we're doing it because we've been pushed to do it.
Yeah, I call that a hamster wheel.
so, so because it could be pressure from your background, your family, that you need to get into this
Exactly.
profession, you need to make it big.
Exactly.
And
Unfortunately.
unfortunately, it does happen a lot. And so it could be a few different reasons on that. So you cover all of that. Like it could be anything basically where they need that motivation to take the next step and obviously do what they want to do. Is that how it works? Or
Yes, yes. So with me, in a nutshell, what I do in my job, I have created this 8-week program where we do 7 different modules among these 8 weeks, and all of them are touching point of something in public speaking. So, for example, the comfort zone, where you have to step out, we start with that, and then after that we go with vocal variety, how to practice it, why to use vocal variety in your day-to-day life, for example, and how you can implement all of these to become more comfortable, to become more confident. And the whole progress is called Connect. And it's Connect with public speaking, because I want people to realize that even though public speaking, we see this, and every time when people hear public speaking, they're like, oh, so you go and stand on huge stages and you speak up. That's really not only what public speaking is. It's so much more than that. You can public speak for anybody. You can public speak for your fellow bus driver. Me as a Finn, I probably won't do that, but more people who are more outgoing, or just speaking up in a work meeting, that can be public speaking. So it's something that so many people have created this taboo in their life and think, oh, I'm never going to do that, without realizing that they actually are trying to do that every day. And then maybe not knowing how to do that, they are getting a little bit lost, or they're getting hindered in their job because of it, or they're getting stuck in that hamster wheel, as we talked previously. So yeah, that's the main reason, and that's why I want to help people to open their eyes, to realize it's so much more. It's not just speaking up. It's not just Tony Robbins. It's not just all of these great people who are speaking up to an audience. It's so much more than that.
Okay. And so obviously, so you do it like you said via Zoom, you do it via face to face.
Yeah.
So
Zoom preferably, unless they're in the same country. But yeah.
If it's in the same country, yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Oh yeah, absolutely. I mean that's obviously the benefits of stuff like Zoom, I guess, and which helps
Definitely
in reaching out to more people and obviously assisting them regarding that. And on there, so basically, so do you advertise your services anywhere basically, or they just social media? Do you advertise your services? Do you advertise?
Right now, no, I don't, but I will in social media. That's the plan. But right now, I felt like I see so many people who advertise their stuff, and then you have to wait for a little bit to get it. I feel that's a little bit mistreating for the customer. So that's why, because I didn't have the capacity to help people yet, because I had my 9 to 5, and then I had this little party to plan a month ago, our wedding. So I had to use a lot of time for that as well. So then I realized that I can't really advertise myself yet, because I didn't have the time to take those customers in. And it's not like it happens right away when you advertise. It's not like 100 people come to you. That's not what I think. But you never know who comes and might really desperately need your help because of the advertisement. So yeah, so that's why I've been holding myself a little back, and now I'm going full force when I have finally the time to give out to the people.
Yeah, absolutely. Because even with advertisement, it still takes time to get those people, the clients.
Definitely.
Yeah, exactly. I've seen, obviously, we've seen you do have a LinkedIn profile.
I do.
You have a
And I
LinkedIn
do
on
have
that.
the Instagram as well, even though it's quite tiny yet for now.
Yeah, Instagram, I am trying to figure it out still.
Yeah, I mean, it changes every week, so who knows how to work it anymore?
It does change, and because it's similar to Facebook in a lot of ways, because they're connected, and it's getting those. The only one which I'm finding it easy to use is Twitter. Is the only one I find easy to use.
Really? I haven't even tried because I feel it's so complicated.
No, trust me, Twitter is no, it's not complicated, but social media is hard to get. I think if you have any audience, whether it's Facebook or it's Instagram, Twitter, until you don't make that massive impression in that market, is all of it seems hard. I guess.
Yeah, I guess. I mean, it's always hard before it gets easy. So I guess it's just a little bit of
before it
a
gets easy.
yeah.
Exactly. Definitely. I think with any profession, social media, until you don't crack it fully,
Yeah.
it's hard to do because they keep changing everything every time.
Definitely. It's a catch up with social media all the time, learning all the new things that they have. Definitely.
Yeah. Exactly. It is one of those things. So at the moment, I guess you would be busy with. So it's basically you're doing it just standalone now. Your motivational speaking. What kind of feedback are you getting from people, from your clients, and how is that?
I love every one of my clients. I really do. I have so many people who have reached out to me afterwards saying how much they didn't realize that implemented into them on that very moment.
Yeah.
But when they realize that they can put into that what they learn into an action in their life, in their work, in everything, and then they see the results later on. Because obviously I can coach however much, I can speak in stages however much, but as long as that human being who is there in the receiving end is taking it in and doing the steps, that's when you see the actions. So then when obviously there's always people who can't be coached. That's just, some people are naturally like that. So the ones who don't put that into action, the ones who don't really believe, the ones who think, that's not me, that's out of my comfort zone too much, they won't see the results. And that's just the given. So, and it's exactly like in sports. And I love comparing everything to sports just because it's so close to my heart. If I go to soccer practice every week, that doesn't mean I'm becoming a great player unless I'm doing the drills, unless I'm actually taking the touch on the ball. So exactly the same. I can't become a great player if I don't do the training. Same with public speaking. You can't really become the best speaker if you don't practice and do the action steps towards it. But yeah, for my clients who have taken the action steps, I absolutely have loved the results, because you really can see. I worked with one woman who was so in this hamster wheel that I explained to you earlier, how I see it in the corporation. And it's just so sad to see someone who has been there for years, and then you see it from the outsider perspective. The person might not even know that they're running in that hamster wheel, and they're just saying, I'm good here. This is comfortable. As you said, I'm getting the steady job. I'm getting the steady payment. I'm good. This is life. So, and we so often just say this is good when things could be great. Yeah. And that's what I hate every time when I have this first call with people and they say, oh, I'm good, but you could be great. So, and that's the thing. Some people have stopped chasing towards the greatness. So with this particular woman, what we started learning and what we started realizing, that when she did become more comfortable, she did become more confident in her own skin, she had the chance to actually speak up at work. She had the chance to ask for that promotion. She had she had the chance to really speak up and use her voice in those areas where she never used to do that. And it's fantastic to hear from these people who I, with this very same voice, told me earlier, oh no, that's not me. And then later on they realize, oh my God, I spoke up in our work meeting, or I did say that out loud and my boss loved it. It's
Yeah.
amazing because they don't even see how that transformation happens every now and then. And it's so rewarding from my side. I love every part of it. And I do love getting the parts when people say, oh, I didn't get anything out of it. And it's like, okay, well, I'm going to call you in about a month from now. And then when I have called with them and I'm saying, hey, are you still silent in your work meetings? And they're like, oh, wait, I'm not. I am actually speaking up. It's an amazing to see that, oh, well, where do you think that came from? Are you feeling more comfortable? Where is it coming from? And those are the people who really felt that this is too uncomfortable. I keep telling always to everybody who I meet, everybody who I train, it's always uncomfortable before it gets comfortable. And sometimes you don't even see the line between. You don't see when you went from uncomfortable to comfortable, because then something else becomes uncomfortable and then it's a new challenge. So yeah, that's in, again, a nutshell how I would go about it.
So basically, they're obviously they're in their own shell, are they? Once you get into your own shell,
Yes,
it's hard to get out of that shell, isn't it? Really, to be honest. And
definitely,
actually, it takes time.
definitely.
It takes time to get out of that, like you said, comfort zone.
Oh yeah, and it's
Uh,
uncomfortable. That's the problem.
mm. Yeah, exactly, exactly, absolutely. It is definitely um, on there, and then obviously, so obviously, people like yourself obviously do the program for them. So is it always like an 8 week program which you do then, or is it like standard 8 weeks?
Yes, so the standard is 8 weeks. I
Mm,
do have, for the people who need more time, because everybody's different. Some people don't learn the stuff in 8 weeks. Some people did not have the time to do it in 8 weeks. Then we discuss further options and what would happen. But that's my kind of what I have been planning. That 8 weeks for me is comfortable enough time to learn a person, to talk with the person, to have enough meetings with the person. And if you do the action step, you would get the results from it. But obviously everybody's different. It's not always how the case is. But yeah, it's a
mm,
seven module program that I have with people. And so far I have been doing it with 8 weeks with everybody. And 8 week is kind of comfortable. It's 2 months for the person and for myself to really commit to it and every week do the steps. If it would be longer than that, I feel like some people would think that,
mm,
okay, I don't want to do this for half a year or so. I don't want to commit
exactly.
myself to something for half
Yeah.
a year. And learning something in 2 months, that's such a
Mm,
short amount of time. If we think 2 months back, I thought it was yesterday, to be fair. It's just not, I don't even understand how time runs that fast. So if I really think about it, that 2 months from now, the client could be more comfortable in their own skin.
yeah.
That's for me the most rewarding part of it. So that's why I feel like 8 weeks is for my program a really good time.
Yeah, I think Zoom's notifying me that I've got about 7 minutes remaining.
Yeah. I saw the same.
Yeah, exactly. But yeah, because usually the thing is, I don't usually most of the interviews, and I don't really call it interviews. I call it's a bit of a chit chat, really, to be honest.
Definitely,
Uh,
definitely. I like chit
uh,
chat more than interview.
More than it's not really an interview. And on the Woman Agenda podcast, we just it's not really about myself. It's about the person who's speaking, and as you've seen, none of these questions are scripted or anything like that, because I don't want it to be scripted. I just want the person to
I
speak
love
and
that.
tell the
Mhm.
story, how it is, basically.
I love that. That's a very great way of not interviewing.
Yeah, exactly. Because
Yeah,
I don't want those open-ended questions saying, okay, you've answered
exactly.
it. Next question.
Yeah,
I don't
no.
want to be like that. I don't want to be like that.
Definitely. And I appreciate that, sitting on this side of the conversation. So it's a lot easier. It's a lot easier and a lot smoother and much more real. It's very
Yeah,
human when you have it
exactly.
in this way. Definitely.
It's like robotic, isn't it? Basically robotic.
Yeah,
Yeah.
definitely.
And plus, I think the artist like yourself, you if it was those open closing questions, I don't think people would be able to understand it fully. But
Definitely not. Yeah.
now you've been able to describe the whole exactly what it is on there. And obviously, we will put the links in the description, exactly how people can reach you, get in contact with yourself on LinkedIn, which obviously we are on LinkedIn as well. So you can get in touch with Susanna if you need any type of assistance, help. She can give you that and answer back to get back in touch with you. So LinkedIn links and other links will be all on there. Instagram, we put them on there, so people can get in touch with yourself on there. And obviously, we will post the videos on our YouTube Woman Agenda podcast channel. It will be on there as well, as you can see the video version of this, and you can see the audio version as well on Buzzsprout, Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, Spotify, and all the where the podcast can be found, be all on there as well. So on there, so is it a very so as you're doing it solo, so you must be really totally busy now, uh, promoting yourself. Get
Definitely. Well, I do have to tell that I'm not doing it 100% solo. My husband is helping me on the back end.
Oh,
He's
fantastic!
my backside guy.
Oh, absolutely
So
fantastic!
he's doing the back end and I'm doing the front end. So it's really great to get this support from
Definitely.
home as well, and it's
Oh,
nice to work
absolutely.
together. So
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, absolutely. I mean, if you have a partner who's helping you with this, then I think then absolutely that does definitely help yourself. You know, getting yourself even more there. Can people find you on YouTube as well? Do you have a YouTube channel?
yes, well, I do have a YouTube channel as well. I can send you all the links, and I will
Yeah,
be more
please.
than
Yes,
happy to
absolutely,
help your audience with anything they will need. But yeah, in YouTube,
absolutely.
I do have only for now 2 videos there. They're only the competition speeches that I have had, so they will be found from there as well. But do have to give a quick heads up. I have my last name to be changed to Pfeiffer very soon. So in some platforms, you might find me as Suzanna Pfeiffer, but Lahteela will stay as my business name, and so I will hold on to that one with this one. But yeah, just to give a little shout out, so you don't get confused if you find Pfeiffer somewhere.
No, we'll post the links, and we'll try to
Sounds
put your
great.
we'll try to put your channel on the Woman Agenda featured channels as well, so people can find you on there as well. And on there, so because you never know who needs assistance, to be honest, in today's time where everything is
Definitely.
so 24/7 busy. People need more assistance on that. Has it been
100%. Yeah.
has it been even more busier with the COVID-19 as well? Do people need any assistance with that? Motivation.
Well, I didn't do this before COVID,
All
so I
right.
can't really compare. No, I joined Toastmasters myself only 2.5 years ago, so it's
Yeah,
really been a short amount of time. But yeah, it's I can imagine that it is, just because
yeah,
I feel like a lot of people has been silent on their home or on their phones and just not talk to people. So yeah,
exactly.
I do feel that. But yeah, definitely it's I would say, I can't say this is a fact because I don't have the statistics to cover it, but I do feel like ever since COVID it has been a little worse. But hey, that's why I'm here, and I feel like it's an important time for people to reconnect with their words and really take the step away from the comfort zone and just try to find their voice.
Exactly. That's what it's about. The voice, and as people will know, the Women in the podcast, we want to bring more female voices out there who are looking to get into any type of platform, whether it's music, writing, or any area basically. And obviously, women difference makers like yourself, we want to bring them on and give them so people can know more about you guys. On the Susanna, so first of all, I have to quickly end this. I think because
Sounds good.
before it shuts down
Yeah,
on there.
of course.
So 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 uh, um, I will just chat to you just after this recording as well. But thank you very much for coming onto the Women Gender podcast. Like I said, the links will be on the description. We will put them on the video scrolling as well. You'll be able to see it as well. So thank you very much, guys, for watching, and we will be back very soon with another interview, and you'll be able to see this on the channel and all the web podcasts can be found. So we will see you guys very soon with another interview very soon. So thank you very much for watching. This is Raj saying have a nice weekend, guys.